Hello, hello. Welcome to the new year, 2023. Um, I wasn't sure if I wanted to keep going with this because life has been so crazy and busy with talking about CDD, but I've seen a few comments and stuff that it's been very helpful. So I decided I'm going to give the best shot I can instead of having it be subject because, you know, how we think. It's hard to come up with things and so and to talk about stuff. So right now I'm just going to talk about what's been going on in my life, what I have been noticing that's helpful, and just what's been going on in my life. So I kind of put this YouTube channel, TikTok channel, this whatever social media content on hold because I was struggling with parosmia, which is losing my smell. There's also another one for taste. So losing my taste and smell after having COVID. And I lost it last May and I'm still struggling with it. There's been bouts of depression that I've had. And how have I gotten through that? It's hard because especially these last few holidays, food is a major thing. You know, a lot of times we're getting together just for the food. And so my focus was to just make sure that there's food that I can eat, or eating beforehand if it's at somebody else's house, or bringing something that I can eat. But I'm trying to make sure that I'm having the most out of it. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing with that. I started doing some acupuncture because somebody suggested that was helpful, and that did help. It hasn't completely come back, but I was able to eat more. And at first, around the same time, I wasn't sure which method was working for me because I also was given somebody told me about nicotine gum and that helped people. And so between the two, I was trying to find out which one was working. And so I stopped my acupuncture and this last little while. I also need to make sure that it's covered by my insurance before I continue on because it is kind of pricey, but definitely worth it because I have been able to eat more. The nicotine, oh man, I'm not a smoker. I haven't ever had any nicotine before. The nicotine gum tastes nasty and it really affects me. It makes, I guess you give, buzz brain, and it makes it really hard for me to focus and to concentrate. And so I really don't like to do that one because I have to sometimes plan that I'm going to be out for the day. I'm not going to be able to think as well. And I really don't like the taste of it. It's got mint in it as well, which is one thing that's not tasting great to me. So yeah, I think that the acupuncture was helping the most. My cat's saying hello. And I'm going to try to get back with that. And like I said, I got to talk to insurance and see if they will cover it. Anyway, the next thing, I have a cheat sheet over here of my list. I have been seeing a doctor and a therapist to help with my CDD specifically. The doctor gave me some medication for sleeping to try that out. and that has been helping a lot. I've been able to have a lot more continuous and routine sleep, and so that's been very helpful. um, I did see a attention disorders therapist. We did a brain scan where they put electrodes on my head with little gel to look at my brain and see what is going on. And it said what I always knew, is that when it's time for me to go to sleep, my brain just goes haywire. It's like my brain's awake. And so that's obvious. So he was also recommending some medication for sleep. I have not gotten that one yet. I don't know what the difference between the two is. I know with the one that my doctor gave me, my general doctor, that it doesn't have any side effects, so that's great. So I have an appointment with my therapist, my attention disorders therapist, in a little while, and I'll have to get that medication from him. Also, we've been working on breathing and how that is supposed to help you, and how it helps your brain waves, your heart, just all different kinds of stuff. And so been working on some breathing as well. I'm doing that twice a day, which reminds me I need to do that because I didn't do that this morning. What else? Oh, yes. So, interesting enough, as I was talking to my general doctor, I had a huge surgery back in 2019, and it set me back a lot. And basically, it dealt with my lungs, and I had to retrain my lungs. And so it was difficult. The first little bit, I couldn't hardly even walk around my neighborhood. I was excited when I could get past like 10 houses. So that's been difficult for exercising. And so because that set me back, I gained weight. Unfortunately, with the parosmia, the taste and the smell disorder that I'm having with, that hasn't helped me with my weight at all. Well, a tiny bit, but I'm in a support group, and there are others that have like lost 20 pounds in 1 month, but not for me. And I have really tried pretty much everything out there. Checked my thyroid and hormones to see if that was the case, and it wasn't. So my doctor and I had no idea why, when I was working out and eating right, why I wasn't losing weight. And so I'm sure you've heard about it, or maybe you haven't, but he decided to put me on the weight loss shots that are a big buzz on social media going on around these days. They do have some now that are not for diabetics. So it's not taking away the drug from diabetics unless you're getting that one. But also, I do have diabetes in my family, and so that is also a concern for me with gaining weight. And so, hoping that this will help with the weight loss, as well as keeping me from getting into the diabetic range, because sometimes I've been almost pre-diabetic. Anyway, what I've noticed with that is the one that I get actually has B12 in it, and I forgot that it had that to help with nausea, because that is a common side effect of these weight loss drugs. And it's been helping me. It's been giving me energy. I find when I'm working, I always put on music or a podcast, and when I put on music, I'm dancing a lot more. I have more energy to do stuff. I find that my body wants to move. And so I'm still in the beginning phases of this weight loss drug, and so I have lost some weight. It hasn't been super easy, but this is only, I've been on it for, let's see, 5 weeks now. I think I've lost 9 pounds, but I am really happy and satisfied with the B12 in it. That's helping me get more energy. And so hopefully that will help me as I start to work out, because my lungs are better. And so I can definitely go do that. My sleep is better, so focus, concentration, um, other things have been helping. I'm seeing improvement in a lot of places. As the one thing is, if I could just get my taste and my smell back, even if it was just my taste back. It's been really hard. I was meatless for 6 months, because all meat smelled and tasted like garbage. Um, Anything with onions or garlic is horrible. The powder, anything with it in there, I just can't eat it. I can't stand it. Anyway, I thought I would update you guys, giving you a nice view. We had a lot of snow come in last night instead of something boring to look at. But I thought with the comments that I'm getting and people liking that I'm talking about this, and getting it out there, I would just continue. Oh, which reminds me, interesting enough, when I was with my therapist for attention disorders, he was saying that insurance does not care what, I guess, spectrum you are on or umbrella you are under for ADHD or ADD. It's all the same to them. They don't care. So sometimes it's hard to find somebody that will treat you with your specific issues. And he is, so far. I mean, I've only had 3 appointments with him. And so we'll see how it goes. But you gotta find what you can do and do what you can do, and hopefully find doctors that are willing to help you out. And that's what I've been doing this last little bit, is trying to find doctors that really do care about my well-being and helping me out. And my general doctor, my new one, he's great. He's been really on board with trying to figure things out for me. And he even said he's been doing some research on my CDD or SET, or they have a new name for it and I don't even remember. There's so many different names with it. Sluggish cognitive tempo, concentration deficit disorder. I don't remember the new name that I saw on another support group that I am on. And there are support groups out there. There are very few that I have come across, but I am on a couple on Facebook. So anyway, I just thought I'd give you the lowdown, and that this is a long video, but there you go. That's what I'm going through right now, and I'm hoping that you guys will figure things out for yourself as well and find people who care about your needs to be helped in whatever way that is. Okay, all right, I'm out. See ya.